Welcome to the Zoo. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A Erie Zoo. Are you ready to see your favorite animal?
Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and I am one of the animal keepers here at Erie Zoo, and today we're going to be talking about the Golden Lion Tamarins, or GLTs for short. We actually have two GLTs here at Erie Zoo. Their names are Miko and Riker. They are 7 and 8 years old, and what's really cool about them is that they are actually brothers. Golden Lion Tamarins are actually one of the most endangered primates in the world, and they originate from Brazil. Miko and Riker are GLTs, or Golden Lion Tamarins. They have 3 wonderful roommates. We have Joy, our 2-toed sloth, and we also have Vivo and Trudy, our Brazilian agoutis. So they get the name Golden Lion Tamarin because of their fur. As you can see that their fur is bright, their colors actually range between orange and red. And because their hair is longer around their face, like lions, that's why they get their name as the Golden Lion Tamarin. So as you can see, that these guys are very small. In fact, their body is about 13 inches long and their tail adds another 15 inches. Even though these guys are so small, they are full grown. Why such a long tail? Well, these guys live high up in trees, and their tail actually helps them with balance when jumping between trees and also running around. Another adaptation that they have is that with their hands, they have claws, which also helps them climb, and it also helps them get some of their diet. Here at the zoo, we try to give them a similar diet that they would have in the wild. So we give them bananas and grapes, and we also give them some mealworms. And then they also get this special primate biscuit that will give them the other nutrients and vitamins that they need. Right now we are going to be training Riker and Miko. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to ask them to touch the end of my little pole here, and it's going to be called targeting. Can you target? Good boy! Can you let go? Good boy! And once when they do it, I say good, or we'll have a whistle or a clicker, and that signifies that they did what they were asked to, and then we give them a reward, and I am giving them grapes. So one reason why we train is to help stimulate them. It gives them something to do during the day, and a lot of times the animals really enjoy it and they participate, as you can see. Can you target? Oh, you targeted over him. You're so good. Here you go. Do you want one? Target? Good. So target training is a pretty basic and beginning training method that we teach our animals. Almost every animal in the zoo is target trained, and target training is pretty simple for them. It's either where they touch their nose, or they touch a body part or their hand to our target poles, and by having them do that, we can actually expand on that behavior so then they can do other things. And it also can help them move from areas. An exercise that we like to do is we like to do A to B's, where one person will be at one side of the enclosure and someone will be on the other side, and then we have them target at one side, and then we have them target to the other side, so that way they get up and they get moving more. Can you target? Good boy! Sometimes training them can be a little bit difficult because they can be eccentric and they get excited, or they will lose interest in what you are doing. Other trained behaviors that these guys have, and a lot of other animals, is being scale trained, so that every month we get their weight, so then we can monitor and make sure that they're eating the amount that they're supposed to eat, and making sure that they are in that healthy weight range. So these guys in the wild, they live in social groups, mostly consisting of their family. They usually live in groups about 6 to 8 primates, and they actually, when the females give birth, the male helps raise them. They are usually the ones that will carry the baby around. The little baby will then leave the dad to go to the mom for nursing. These guys are actually endangered, with numbers reaching as low as 200 in the wild. These guys are actually on a slow path to recovery. The reason why their numbers are so low in the wild is because of deforestation. Deforestation is when companies such as agriculture and logging and other industries, they clear cut the land and they make the land available for repurposing. Since these guys live high up in fruit trees in Brazil, they won't have anywhere else to live, and so their numbers were decreasing because of that. But because of zoos and other conservation facilities, we have been able to increase their numbers, and they are on the path to recovery. So one of the reasons why I love working with these guys is because, first of all, they're adorable. Second of all, they are very mischievous and they're spunky and spontaneous. They, as you have seen throughout this video, they run around and they just have random bursts of energy, but then they're also caring and soft. Look at right there. He's just so adorable. Well, it looks like the day is coming down to an end. Isn't that right? So, I want to thank you for following me around and learning about these amazing creatures that I work with. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you have any comments or questions, just post them below. But in fact, you know what? Come on down. Come down to the Erie Zoo. Bring the family, bring the friends, bring everyone. Come and watch these amazing creatures for yourselves and get to know them on a personal level.